Brother, if you don't listen, just sign it. This morning, when I had a quarrel with my sister who has the same father and mother as me and threatened to separate, she actually said that I was stubborn and asked me if I was stubborn in all places. I was not happy at that time, straightened my waist, and said that I could beat 10 people. At this time, my sister looked at me with a smile on her face. Is that so? I will verify it myself, if you dare to lie. At this point, Liang Yuyin paused for a moment, then raised her face coldly with a dangerous smile, and said word by word, 9,000. Well. What's the matter with this sick feeling that hit me? I felt a chill in my spine for a moment. Could my sister be a sick person? Seeing that I looked ugly, Liang Yuyin put away her sick smile, stretched lazily, pretended to be innocent and cute, and said sweetly, I believe you will not let me down, Oni is married. Although it was rare to hear this naughty sister call me brother, I didn't feel happy about it but felt a little uncomfortable. I would rather my naughty sister continue to call me by my name than to hear her call me Aonijao in a delicate way. This is really unbearable in all senses. After saying this, Liang Yuyin turned and left. I thought she would stop, but after a while, Liang Yuoyan's soft, sweet and girlish voice came from afar. After dinner, remember to wash my clothes. Friendly reminder, the ones I changed yesterday are black with beautiful lace patterns. I believe you will like them very much. I pressed the sun snow with a headache and replied unhappily, no matter what, you should wash this kind of thing yourself. In response, Liang Yuoyan said, you can use it before washing it. I can pretend not to know. Whether you use it to make tea or do other things, it's up to you. Even though we weren't face to face, I could imagine how much my sister's expression looked like she deserved a beating. In order not to be looked down upon, I said with an unprecedented firmness that I would never do such a thing. Hearing what I said, Liang Yuyin didn't say much, but just laughed, and the sarcasm was self-evident. This hateful woman, if one day I really have to verify it, I swear, I will definitely let this bad-tempered woman know what a crab walks like. In the spacious and bright living room, accompanied by the girl's cold and slightly charming complaints, I said, I don't like spicy food anymore. The shrimp that was bitten by the girl and was still covered with the girl's crystal saliva came into my bowl. I looked at the shrimp that had been bitten by the girl with disdain, and said with a headache, Yin, can you please not put the food you have eaten in my bowl? The girl did not answer me the first time, but placed the heavy 30 large bud on the table in a solemn manner. After a satisfied sigh, Liang Yuyin held her chin with her hand, stared at me with her beautiful blue eyes without blinking, and said as a matter of course, didn't brother say not to waste it, then let brother and Kanan eat it. It's just a shrimp. Liang Yuhan's delicate face showed a contemptuous smile. Oh, is it possible that your brother is thinking about your classmates all the time during class? I didn't react for a while. What does it mean? Liang Yuhan's smile became more contemptuous. Although I roughly know that there are a lot of antiques from Longguo in the Chinese teaching content of Neon, I really didn't expect that my own sister would use this sentence to teach me a lesson. I was a little amused and helpless for a while. I understand the truth, but this is obviously not a question of waste. Why do I have to eat what you have eaten? I say, do you have to bear grudges like this? The girl lifted her long hair to her ears, opened and closed her red lips, and her cold voice had a bit of unquestionable taste. Of course it is necessary to let her brother clearly understand how to treat his sister. It is an indispensable part of training, but it's still training, I almost thought I heard it wrong. The girl's beautiful jade fingers tapped the table slowly and rhythmically, and the sound was sweet and lazy. You don't really think that I will simply treat you as my brother, do you? I showed an awkward but polite smile. I don't think this joke is funny at all. The girl leaned over and pinched my chin frivolously. I'm not kidding. My dear brother, what do you think I keep you for? Being pinched on the chin by a beautiful girl like this, most people might feel excited, but I don't have your thoughts at this moment. I always smile. So do you think of me as your future boyfriend or pet? The girl chuckled in appreciation. You're worthy of being the man I like. Before that, I will call you brother, if you like. I came back to my senses and subconsciously said, roleplay, don't say it so harshly, my dear brother, before that, you are of course my real brother. It's really a bad taste. I made a comment without hesitation. The girl did not deny it. She smiled and said, it's very interesting, isn't it? I nodded in agreement. It's really interesting. If I have such a bad taste, the girl lifted my face slightly. First, she kissed me on the forehead very ambiguously. Her charming voice caused the periosteum to vibrate. My dear brother, it doesn't matter if you don't have it now, you will have it soon. I will continue to call you brother in bed. I believe that you will like him soon. The temperature in early spring should be alone, but at this moment, I feel hot from the bottom of my heart. It's terrible. I swear, I have such a reaction entirely out of the human instinct to challenge competitions, and not out of my own will. Feeling my rapidly rising body temperature and accelerated heartbeat, Liang Yue Hana nodded with satisfaction. Very good, it seems that you have understood your future mission. I forced myself to suppress the same feeling. I was so stubborn, you damn woman, just wait and see. My dear brother, the more you resist, the more excited I will be. Haha, this was her last sentence before she left. Staring at the table full of food, I fell into deep thought. In other words, I am now living with a pervert who is clinging to me, right? Although this pervert is so beautiful that it is outrageous, but a pervert is a pervert, and he won't change his mind just because someone says something straightforward. At least that's the case for me at this moment. Boys must protect themselves well. I plan to keep this sentence in mind. Thinking of this, I sighed with a headache. I should find a source of income as soon as possible, and then move out to escape from my sister's control. Compared to passive training, I prefer to train others. I don't know if it's going out to work or something else. After dinner, Liang Yueyan left. Before leaving, she naturally couldn't help but have a sudden thought. My dear brother, I'm going out for a while and won't be back until the evening. I got it, I responded indifferently. Liang Yueyan frowned her beautiful eyebrows in dissatisfaction. This is your reaction. What else should I do? Let's have a champagne shot to celebrate. My original intention was to express my happiness that I finally don't have to be alone with this annoying woman anymore. However, Liang Yueyan licked her bright red lips, and her tone was lazy and charming. My dear brother, you really should celebrate. After I left, you can release your instinctive evil desires to your heart's content. Knowing that she has something in mind, I am not a bit disgusted. Who would be interested in that kind of thing? Liang Yueyan smiled contemptuously, walked up to me in an extremely ambiguous posture, and approached my arms, breathing in my ear. My dear brother, I told you, the more you resist, the more excited I will be. I feel that I will not be able to help but press the girl in front of me to the carpet in the living room in the next second, and teach her some core social values. Seeing that I was speechless, Liang Yueyan looked down on the weak with the attitude of a winner, and said hypocritically, remember to be restrained later, my dear brother, after all, if you are not in good health in the future, I will be very troubled. Putting aside whether my health will become bad, you will feel troubled, what does it have to do with me? My tone was cold and distant. Liang Yueyan didn't care about it at all. Instead, she left my arms and then acted like a girlfriend. She stretched out her hand to gently and carefully adjust my collar. My brother is really stupid and cute. After saying this, before I could respond, her face changed and she grabbed my collar viciously. I forgot to say, my dear brother, my desire is very strong. If you can't satisfy me, you don't want to know what will happen. What will happen, I don't want to know, and I have no interest in knowing. I don't plan to have any deeper communication with a woman I don't like. After I washed the dirty clothes that Liang Yueyan's naughty sister had changed, my phone vibrated. It was a message from a girl named Shui Yichang. The girl named Shui Yichang was a junior schoolmate who was one grade below me. Although that was the case, judging from her appearance, she didn't look like she was one grade below me at all. Unlike my sister with a bad personality, Shui Yichang had a gentle personality that matched her soft girl appearance, so I had a good impression of her. I immediately replied, of course I'm free, Chong, what can I do for you? Shui Yichang quickly sent me a cute emoticon of a kitten patting her head. I recalled the expression of patting her head. After finishing the housework, I had nothing to do for a while, so I had no reason to refuse. On the other side that I couldn't see, the bright and lovely girl stared at the phone screen, blushing and muttering to herself. A cute snow-white cat suddenly appeared from midair and spoke in human language. The girl, who was splashed with cold water by the cat, sniffed her cute little nose in dissatisfaction. Reaching out her little hand to grab the back of the cat's neck, the snow-white cat paws dangled helplessly in the air, and said weakly. The girl patted her flat chest in fear, and cursed in a delicate tone. The cat snorted in disdain. How could a pet talk to its owner like this? Shui Yichang's face turned cold, and she pinched the cat's neck angrily, and the cat immediately swung its snow-white cat paws to beg for mercy. As soon as I entered the park, I saw a beautiful girl as delicate as a doll waving at me. It seemed that she was too excited, and an intoxicating red appeared on the girl's white and flawless facial skin. When I met my own naughty sister, the girl in front of me was simply too cute. While thinking this in my heart, I walked over quickly. When I got closer, I noticed that Shui Yichang was wearing a pink French puff sleeve top and a light blue denim skirt today. The slender white legs are set off by the white socks, showing graceful lines and touching the heart. Noticing my sight, Shui Yichang slightly lifted the hem of her skirt, turned around in front of me with a red face, and asked carefully, saying the same thing twice, sometimes to emphasize, and sometimes as if perfunctory. Hearing what I said, Shui Yichang frowned her cute eyebrows, pouted her little mouth and said angrily, saying it was angry, but it was more like acting coquettishly, looking very cute. The girl's moving style at this moment made me feel a little sad. Lian Mang suppressed the same feeling and touched the girl's head lovingly. It's just because you are too beautiful, I couldn't help but repeat it again. I was not perfunctory. Shui Yechong's little face became even redder, and she lowered her head and said uncomfortably, looking at the girl's cute performance. I chuckled and grabbed her hand. Of course it's true, when have I ever lied to you? The girl moaned when I grabbed her little hand. Wang de Xian Jing, wo wei yi ji zai de English. Her beautiful eyes narrowed slightly, her face blushed and she dared not speak, nor did she struggle, she just let me hold her hand. Seeing Shui Yechong's shy face, I casually teased her, when did Chong become so shy? Shui Yechong and I have known each other for quite a while, but our relationship is so good that we can sleep in the same bed and drink the same cup of milk tea. As the saying goes, it's hard to make a move when you are too familiar with each other. The consequence of being too close is that, although the girl has long been confident in me, I have always treated her as a little follower who follows me around all day long. No matter how many years the girl has been around, I treat it as normal and have not noticed anything unusual about her. Perhaps because she realized this, the girl began to consciously distance herself from me appropriately, so after I entered high school, the two of us rarely did such intimate things anymore. I understand this. After all, she is a girl, and she will grow up one day. Moreover, if she is too intimate with me all day long, it will inevitably have some bad effects. What if she can't find a boyfriend in the future because of this? She said arrogantly with dissatisfaction. I nodded indifferently, expressing my approval of the girl's words. Yes, I am a big fool. Compared to this, we are here to enjoy the cherry blossoms. Why are you standing here and showing off? Hearing what I said, Shui Yeshong remembered the purpose of asking me out. Enjoying the cherry blossoms was just a side thing. The really important thing was to let brother Yu realize his charm as a cute member of the opposite sex as soon as possible. While thinking this, the girl licked her sweet and moist lips, and she was already a little impatient for the fun things that would happen later.